than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Footballsportsapp.com. What is it? It's the first live action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to immerse yourself in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video. Download for free this fall and register now again at footballsportsapp.com. Want to be part of this new exciting technology and make money? Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. Again, footballsportsapp.com. Yes, sir. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Brought to you by footballsportsapp.com and United Games. The Doug Stewart Show, man. Hour number 2. What's up, Stewies? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, coming up in 15 minutes, check out the entertainment report. I'm going to talk to you about some TV that I saw this past weekend that was very, very good. We'll talk some birthdays as well. I want to read this one email, kind of continuing the conversation about Dak Prescott and what he did this past weekend from That Ninja. Shouts out, as a matter of fact, to That Ninja, host of the Underground Railroad Show this past Friday. What up, Ninja? What up, Ninja? Sure, we'll see you in ATL for TDSS Weekend 2. But Ninja posted in the chat room, 12 gauges look better than Goff, Wentz, Lynch, and Hackenberg as well. That's right, 12 gauge, a.k.a. Cardale Jones out of Ohio State, has looked very good too. Man, I didn't even realize it, but the Buffalo Bills, maybe this is why players love Rex Ryan so much. The Buffalo Bills starting quarterback, their backup, and their third-string quarterback are all ninjas. They're fluent in Kung Fu. Yeah. So you got Tyrod Taylor, then you got Emmanuel from Florida State, and then you've got Cardale Jones as the third-string quarterback right now. And I watched the Buffalo preseason game. I can't even remember who they played against right now. Maybe it was the Jets. But all three of them look damn good. Like Emmanuel, E.J. Emmanuel, if I was him, you know, and here's the other thing. Here's the other thing about your comment. We always talk about, and us in particular, I talk about the issues that are important to me and have historically on the Doug Stewart Show and the Two Live Stews. This black quarterback thing, man, it ain't going to happen overnight. Now, I know it should have happened by now. I agree with most of you. It should have happened by now where they're treated the same as everybody else coming out of college and in the league. But it's not the case. Clearly, it's not the case. And talking about Dak Prescott being drafted in the 4th round and all of these other quarterbacks, Carson Wentz playing for stinking South Dakota, getting drafted in the 1st round. But here's the thing about it, man. One of my old man favorite sayings was, you got to crawl before you walk. You got to walk before you run. And at first, it was just, you know, getting drafted, you know, in the NFL to play the quarterback position if you were black, because they draft you and they make you a wide receiver or a defensive back or some crap like that. And then it was being successful and keeping a starting job. And then it was, making it to a Super Bowl. And then when you made it to a Super Bowl, you won a Super Bowl. Doug quarterback Grambling, Doug Williams did that. Okay? And so now I think the next progression in this whole plight of the black quarterback thing, man, is given an opportunity to fail and then succeed. What I mean by that, man, is the problem with these quarterbacks we talk about right now. Like if Dak Prescott were to start, if Romo gets hurt, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, if Romo gets hurt, Dak comes in and he struggles because let's be honest, this is preseason, so you got to believe that these defenses that they're throwing at him are probably vanilla to a degree, no pun intended. So they're probably not throwing the kitchen sink at him like they would if it were a regular season game. But say he gets in there, man, and he has a little success at the beginning, or maybe he doesn't have a little success at the beginning. Maybe he struggles at the beginning, for 1, 2, 3 games. His leash is so short, man. And the problem of that is once they pull that leash and they sit his ass, historically these black quarterbacks, and they sit him down, then they never get the next opportunity really, Or if they get another opportunity, it's RG3 playing for the Cleveland stinking Browns or something like that. That's usually what it is. You have to take your lumps in the NFL, especially at quarterback. So I absolutely hate it when they give these cats these tries. Terrell Pryor is a great example, in my opinion. They give Terrell Pryor, a shot, and the minute that he struggles, which all quarterbacks struggle at the beginning of their careers, they yank him. So I think the next progression, man, we pretty much done it all. I mean, the last 3 Super Bowls, you've had Russell Wilson and Cam Newton. I think the next progression, man, and it's going to take time, is when Dak Prescott gets in there, or when Cam Newton gets in there, Russell Wilson gets in there, and they struggle, they aren't benched. They're given the opportunity to grow and to learn, which happens to every quarterback. What did Peyton Manning throw, like 20-something interceptions his rookie year? But Peyton Manning was never in jeopardy of being benched. Never. Never. I don't care how bad he did. It's kind of like the same thing right now with this Andrew Luck kid. He has struggled. Andrew Luck has really sucked. He sucked over the last year or two. He has. Whether that's injury or what have it be, man, he has sucked. There's no other way to say it. He sucked. But ain't nobody even consider. As a matter of fact, they trying to give him $100 million. Like, who does that? Where do you suck and they still trying to give you $100 million? So, it's changing, but it's slow. It's slow, man. The next thing is to give these cats the opportunity, and they put this stigma on them. When you're able to run, when you're able to have other abilities than just sitting in the pocket, they put this label on them, dual threat quarterback, which that's a negative. Like, that term is negative. The fact that you can run and pass has somehow become a negative. So you got to get past that stigma, and you also have to be given the opportunity to fail and to learn and to get better. It's as simple as that, man. It's as simple as that. Yeah. From that Doc 12 in the chat room on Spreaker.com, he says, look at Tyrod Taylor. He did nothing but played well and gets no respect. Yeah, they gave Tyrod Taylor a new deal. God bless him. Praise his holy name for getting him a new deal. But that deal is so backloaded and so, based on incentives and him having to do this, that, and the other. He got $21 million, I believe it was, maybe even $23 million guaranteed. But hey, I don't know. I've never seen or can remember a contract where they put that many stipulations. But basically, they can get rid of this man and it doesn't hurt them at all. Based on what he did. He was probably, I think I saw one of those fantasy guys say on TV, he was the most productive quarterback in the league last year. A lot of that came from running and getting, first downs with his feet or whatever. But, once again, they downplay that. Talking about the media and these quote-unquote experts. So, I don't know, man. From that Ninja Clay, you're not supposed to talk about that unless the media brings it up. Remember, Josh Brown is one of their guys. Oh, yeah, Josh Brown, this story, beating the hell out of his old lady over 20 times. From Sidney Jackson, he says, we're going to get into that Josh Brown thing here at some point here in a second. From Sidney Jackson in the chat room on Spreaker.com, McNabb said 15 years ago that when you're a black quarterback in the NFL, you always have to do more and be twice as good. My daddy used to tell me and my brother that when we were kids too. I think that's kind of like something that's in the black household, and it shouldn't be that way. We know it shouldn't be. And I've heard people make the argument that you shouldn't tell your kids that, but it's true. It's true. You really have to be better or twice as good as your competitor in whatever it is, man, to get your just due. And it's sad. That's the way it is, but it is what it is. From 9 on the Wino last season, Terod had the second best quarterback rating in the Bills' history. Oh, didn't Jim Kelly play for the Buffalo Bills? What? Come on, man. From Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast, what up, what up? He says Luck came in and had immediate success, 33-15 the first 3 seasons. Yeah, he did. He did. That's true. And he was already built up to be, the next great thing. Who was it? Kuiper and all of those draft guys said he was the best quarterback prospect since John Elway. So he's already starting out as kind of like a preseason poll in college football. If your ass ain't ranked high enough, you really don't have a chance to win a national championship. Like, you could go undefeated, but if your ass ain't in the top 25 when the season starts, you will never get to that position where you can play for a national championship. So Russell Wilson and Tyrod Taylor and Cardell Jones, these cats are starting out behind the 8 ball. It gives you leeway. It gives you an ability to breathe easy, I guess, if you're Andrew Luck. You can have a couple of bad years and you're good to go because you were drafted number 1 and they thought that you were going to be Dan Elway or John Elway or whatnot or Dan Marino. And so you got a little leeway. If Tyrod Taylor right now, they just gave that ninja a new contract. If Tyrod Taylor struggles for 3 games, his ass is going on the bench. Now they're going to bring in another ninja. As I just talked about. Now they're going to bring in another ninja, and then even after that, they're going to bring in another ninja. So ball award to Rex Ryan and that organization for being progressive. But usually that's not the case. And if you think I'm lying, watch Tyrod Taylor. If Tyrod Taylor goes out there, Tyrod Taylor, I believe the way he pronounces it, if he goes out there and struggles for 3 games, his ass is grass. Tony Romo, until last year or the year before where he was healthy, reasonably healthy, Tony Romo struggled for 6 years. He ain't come close to being benched. You feel me? That ninja struggled for years on top of years and threw the ball to the other team game after game and blew playoff game after playoff game. He ain't never been in jeopardy of being benched. Never. Let that happen to Tyrod Taylor. His black ass will be on the bench so fast. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil. You let Tyrod Taylor struggle and see what happened. But you just gave me a new contract, man. Damn that contract. Sit your ass down somewhere. Sit your ass down, Tyrod. Whatever, man. F that contract. That's what Buffalo Bills brass will be telling them. Sit your ass down somewhere. Entertainment coming up next.
Hey you, it's your girl Spicy, host of Spicy Conversations. Join me and my sexy guest as we discuss relationships, sex, and lots of pleasure. A full 2 hours of erotic fun that you don't want to miss. Are you ready to add some spice to your life? Hell